Today, we'll practice 100 everyday conversation questions and answers, exactly what native speakers use. These are made for B1 and B2 learners. By the end, you'll answer any daily question confidently. I've split them into two easy parts, 50 basic and 50 advanced. Here's how this helps. Practicing with me trains your brain to think in English automatically. Each question builds your confidence. Each answer makes you sound more natural. Please don't skip any part. Even the basic ones are important, like building a house from the ground up. Some questions will be hard. Don't worry. I'll explain clearly and repeat slowly. If you practice all 100 with me today, I promise you'll feel the difference. Your speaking will flow, your confidence will grow, and your English will sound natural. Now get comfortable. Grab a notebook and pen. Find a quiet spot where you can speak out loud. Turn off distractions. Give me your full attention. Your conversation skills are about to change. First, answer these two questions in the comments. What's harder for you, asking questions or answering them in English? How many times have you avoided talking because you feared making mistakes? I'm waiting. Ready? Let's begin. Part 1. 50 basic questions and answers. Everyday life. What's your full name? My full name is Sarah Johnson, but everyone calls me Sarah. How's your day going so far? It's going really well, thanks. I just finished my morning work. Where did you grow up? I grew up in a small town near the coast. What time do you usually wake up? I usually wake up around 6:30 a.m. on weekdays. Do you prefer tea or coffee in the morning? I prefer coffee, especially with a little milk. How do you get to work or college? I ride my bike. It takes about 15 minutes. What's the first thing you do after waking up? I drink a glass of warm water and stretch a little. Do you eat a big breakfast or a small one? A small breakfast, usually yogurt and a banana. What do you usually have for lunch? I often have a sandwich or leftover dinner from the night before. How many hours do you sleep at night? Around 7 to 8 hours. I try to be consistent. What's your favorite day of the week and why? Friday, because the weekend is just starting. Do you like rainy days? Yes, I find them cozy, especially when I'm at home. What app do you use the most on your phone? Probably WhatsApp. I chat with friends and family there. Do you prefer calling or texting? Texting, because it's quicker and less intrusive. How often do you check your email? Twice a day, once in the morning and once in the evening. What's something you do every evening? I take a short walk after dinner to relax. Do you make your bed every morning? Most days, yes. It makes my room look neater. What's your least favorite household chore? Washing dishes. I really don't like wet food scraps. How often do you buy groceries? About twice a week, usually on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Do you prefer shopping online or in stores? Online. It saves time and I can compare prices easily. What's the last thing you bought for yourself? A new backpack. My old one had a broken strap. Do you like going to the mall? Not really. It's too crowded on weekends. What's your favorite season for outdoor activities? Autumn. Cool air and beautiful leaves. Do you have a garden or balcony plants? I have 2 small pots of basil and mint on my balcony. How often do you meet your close friends? At least once a week, usually on Saturday evenings. What do you and your friends do for fun? We play board games or go to a nearby cafe. Do you prefer big parties or small gatherings? Small gatherings with 3 or 4 close friends. What's a skill you want to learn this year? I want to learn basic sewing to fix my own clothes. Do you follow the news every day? I glance at headlines in the morning, but not in depth. What's your favorite type of weather? Sunny but not too hot, around 22 degrees Celsius. Do you use a paper calendar or a digital one? Digital. Google Calendar keeps me organized. How much time do you spend on social media daily? About 1 hour, mostly in the evening. What's something you do to save money? I cook at home instead of ordering takeout. Do you prefer taking a shower in the morning or at night? At night, it helps me sleep better. What's your usual weekend breakfast? Pancakes with honey and a cup of green tea. Do you like trying new recipes? Yes, once a week I try something new from YouTube. What's the first thing you do after coming home? I wash my hands and change into comfortable clothes. How often do you clean your room? I do a quick tidy every day and a deep clean on Sundays. Do you prefer silence or background noise while working? Background noise, like lo-fi music or rain sounds. What's something you're proud of this month? I finished reading a 400-page book in 2 weeks. Do you take public transport? Sometimes, when my bike has a problem. What's your favorite local place to eat? A small family-run noodle shop near the station. Do you like spicy food? A little spice is good, but not too much. What's a drink you never get tired of? Lemon iced tea. I could have it every day. How do you celebrate your birthday? A quiet dinner with my closest family members. Do you like giving gifts or receiving them? Giving gifts. I love seeing people's happy faces. What's something you do to reduce stress? I listen to a short guided meditation before bed. Part 2. 50 Advanced Questions and Answers. Deeper Conversations. How has your morning routine changed over the last few years? I used to rush, but now I wake up earlier and take time to plan my day. What's a belief you held before that you've changed your mind about? I used to think multitasking was efficient. Now I know it lowers quality. How do you handle someone who constantly interrupts you? I politely say, "Let me finish my point. Then I'll listen to yours." What's a small decision that ended up changing your life? Deciding to take a free online course 2 years ago led to my current job. How do you stay motivated when you don't see immediate results? I break the goal into tiny steps and celebrate each small win. What's the most valuable lesson you learned from a mistake? Never send an angry email. Write it, wait an hour, then edit or delete. How do you react when someone gives you unexpected criticism? I take a deep breath and thank them. Later, I decide if it's useful. What's a topic you could talk about for hours? Space exploration and the future of human colonies on Mars. How do you prepare for an important conversation? I write down 3 key points I want to express clearly. What's a habit you've tried to quit but haven't fully succeeded? Checking my phone right after waking up. It's still a struggle. How do you calm yourself before a stressful event? I do box breathing. Inhale 4 seconds. Hold 4. Exhale 4. What's something you wish you had learned earlier in life? How to say no without feeling guilty. How do you decide if a risk is worth taking? I ask myself, what's the worst case, and can I survive it? What's a piece of advice you often give to others? Don't compare your beginning to someone else's middle. How has your definition of success changed? It used to be money and fame. Now it's peace of mind and good health. What's a challenge you're currently facing? Balancing my full-time job with studying for a certification exam. How do you rebuild trust after someone breaks it? Slowly, through small, consistent actions over a long period. What's a cultural difference that surprised you when traveling? In some countries, silence in a conversation is a sign of respect. How do you stay curious as you get older? I follow one new "how does it work" question every week and research it. What's a fear you've overcome recently? Public speaking. I joined a small Toastmasters club and practiced. How do you deal with envy when a friend succeeds? I remind myself that their success doesn't reduce my own chances. What's the best compliment you've ever received? Someone told me, "You make people feel heard." How do you maintain long-distance friendships? We schedule a monthly video call and send voice notes in between. What's a trend you don't understand? Paying a lot of money for very plain, distressed clothing. How do you know when to walk away from a situation? When staying causes more stress than growth, and I've tried to fix it. What's a book or film that changed your perspective? Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl. It shifted my view on suffering. How do you respond to passive-aggressive comments? I calmly ask, "Could you say that directly? I want to understand." What's a skill that became obsolete in your field? Manual data entry. Now everything is automated with software. How do you set boundaries with overly demanding people? I say, I can help you for 15 minutes, then I have to focus on my work. What's a memory that makes you smile every time? Learning to ride a bicycle with my grandfather running behind me. How do you handle information overload? I unfollow or mute sources that don't add real value to my life. What's a question you ask yourself often? Am I doing this because I want to, or because others expect it? How do you apologize sincerely? I say what I did wrong, why it was wrong, and what I'll do differently. What's a sacrifice you made that was worth it? Moving to a new city for a job that eventually gave me great experience. How do you find inspiration when you feel stuck? I go for a long walk without my phone. Ideas come naturally. What's a common misconception about your culture? That everyone is reserved and cold. Actually, we're warm once you know us. How do you teach something complicated to a beginner? I use analogies and avoid jargon until they grasp the core idea. What's a regret you've let go of? Not studying abroad. I realized I can still travel and learn at any age. How do you prepare for an uncertain future? I build an emergency fund and learn transferable skills like communication. What's a conversation you've been avoiding? Talking to my boss about a fair raise. I'll do it next week. How do you celebrate small victories? I take a 10-minute break to enjoy a piece of dark chocolate. What's a sign of emotional maturity you've developed? Pausing before reacting when I feel angry or hurt. How do you help a friend who is going through a hard time? I listen without trying to solve everything. Then I ask, how can I support you? What's a life hack that actually works for you? Putting my phone in another room while I work, huge difference. How do you react when plans change at the last minute? I take a breath and think, what's the best alternative now? What's something you're learning right now? Basic Spanish for an upcoming trip to Mexico. How do you keep a conversation going with someone new? I ask open-ended questions about their interests, not just facts. What's a quote that guides your decisions? You can't pour from an empty cup. So, I prioritize rest. How do you want to be remembered by people close to you? As someone who was kind, reliable, and made them laugh. What's one thing you'll do tomorrow to improve your life? I'll wake up 20 minutes earlier to stretch
and plan my meals.
Closing. You just practiced 200 questions and answers. That is amazing work. Now remember, practicing is the only way to improve. So please repeat these questions and answers again and again at home. The more you practice, the more confident you will become.
If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my channel and share this video with your friends who are also learning English. Put your favorite question in the comments below. I want to read them. I will see you in my next video very soon. Thank you so much. Keep practicing and keep growing. Goodbye and take care.